Lieutenant Graves, it's great to have you back on the show. Gotta ask, do you feel vindicated when you see a public hearing like the one NASA conducted today?
It's certainly a step in the right direction. More involvement from our institutions, especially our scientific institutions, are going to be the thing that moves this conversation forward.
NASA scientists say 140 objects in the skies in the past several years can't be explained. They're round, they're white or silver, flying at 10,000 or 30,000 feet with no visible means of propulsion. Some travel supersonically, some are stationary. How does that compare with what you have seen in the skies as a pilot?
Yes, so the descriptions that we're hearing now from Aero and from NASA, these cylindrical objects or spherical objects that are going anywhere from stationary all the way up to Mach 2, and we're seeing these apparently worldwide in all our operational areas and elsewhere. And these are very similar to what we were reporting off the eastern seaboard. We were reporting similar sized objects, performing similar characteristics. And it seems like this is still a mystery that we don't yet know. We learned both in our last hearing from Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick of the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, as well as during his statements today during the NASA IST public meeting, that data is the only thing that's going to be able to move the conversation forward. And some of the parameters that they've been able to establish actually give us a somewhat decent target to go out and look for additional data.
Yeah, data, that's so important, Lieutenant. And NASA's team can only study unclassified videos and pictures. How many more are out there that are classified and out of reach of NASA?
Well, I would imagine the vast majority is. All the U.S. defense systems, such as aircraft, space sensors, and other assets are, as they mentioned today, almost exclusively going to be classified, not because of what they're capturing, but because of the systems that are being used. So whenever we have direct captures from the government, that's what we can expect going forward. However, there was a delineation drawn today at the public meeting about what can be done on the private side, on the Department of Defense side, versus what can be done in the civilian sector. There was a lot of talk about being able to crowdsource data from the wider populace and being able to use that to correlate other sightings from more technical means. So it seems that NASA might be an interesting institution that could go forward and actually bring together some of that more crowdsourced data in the future.
So even though NASA can't...
Hopefully that includes pilot reporting as well.
Well, exactly. And isn't most pilot reporting classified?
On the military side right now, yes. What we're not seeing as much is reporting on the commercial side. So it's either classified or it doesn't exist right now. One of the things that we're going to be pushing for at Americans for Safe Aerospace, the nonprofit that I recently started, is to encourage and enable that reporting on the civilian aviation side. We want to support not only those pilots and those aircrew, but all the aviation workers that are being impacted by this.
Congress just held its first hearing in more than 50 years on, they call them UAPs. The Pentagon has set up a team to study all of this. The White House has asked for intelligence briefing on this. Why are we seeing such widespread interest, official interest, in UFOs, or UAPs as they're now officially called? Why are we seeing this now?
That's a great question. I don't think there is one answer, and I certainly don't have the definitive one. But what we are seeing is just a groundswell of interest in this topic. The populace seems interested in it. It's being engaged by technical experts across industry and academia. And all that combined is just amplifying the message and what's really out there. And people are fascinated by this topic across all levels, across the world, and across technical backgrounds as well.
But is it also that pilots like yourself are feeling less embarrassed? I can only use that word because you said that there was some sort of, people were initially embarrassed to say this is what I saw and were afraid they would be mocked. More and more pilots are now feeling emboldened to come forward and report what they saw.
Absolutely. We're starting to see a trickle of aviators coming forward, both on the military as well as the commercial side, that are volunteering to put their name behind this because they either have personal experiences themselves or they're very close to someone that has had experiences.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.